If you'd like the department's help to identify a plant or a plant pest, you'll need to fill out what we call the sample submission form. It has to come along with every sample you send to us. There's a copy of it on the screen behind me, but you can find one on our website. You can fill it out online, then print it and mail it with your sample, or you can print it and fill it out by hand. At the top, there's several categories. Apiary, that means something related to bees. Botany is for plants you want to have identified. If you have bugs, you would check entomology. Nematology is for problems with the roots of your plants, and pathology means you think there's something making your plant sick. You can skip down to the plant common name. If you know the name of your plant, fill it in for us. The plant information is very important. We'd like to know if this plant's been cultivated or if it's growing wild. Is it recently from a nursery, or has it been in your landscape for quite a while? Did you find it in a natural area? Maybe it was on a roadside or some disturbed area and it's coming up. Maybe it was a weed in a plant that you've just brought home from the nursery, or maybe a weed in your landscape. Maybe your neighbor gave it to you and asked what it was, so you don't know where it came from. You'll be sending a small piece of the plant, so we need to know if it was growing as a tree or a shrub, a vine. And if you know something about the plant, like the color of flowers or fruit, please include that, because those things can change over time if a plant is sent in an envelope. Even if you're sending the flower, its color might change. Maybe you don't have the color right now, but you remember what it looked like. If you go further down the form, you'll see the date collected. We hope you'll send it on the same day, so the date collected and the date sent should be the same. If you're the owner, just fill in the next line for owner, your name, your address, where the plant was collected. If you've brought it from another state, say, and want to know where it is, we need to know where the plant is from. But we'll also want to know where to mail the information or send the information to you. And then you can skip over several of those lines to remarks. And there you can note if your mailing address is different from the location where the plant was collected, if you're sending in a plant with pests, if you describe some of the problem that you've seen, if you think there are insects and you'd like to say where on the plant the insects were most common. Anything that you can think of that might help us, like was the plant growing in a pond that you've planted in your yard? Just a few more things about the form before we finish. It's possible you might want to send a photograph by email, and if you do that, you can send it to the DPI Helpline. Be sure to include the information we ask for on the form along with your photograph. If you have some specific questions about sending a sample, you can call our helpline, or you might want to look at the other videos in this series covering plant diseases, insect pests, or even identifying plants. Thanks very much.